Okay, to jama'a to mun sake dawowa kamar yadda kuka saba yanzu muna so mu yi wani magana kadan ne game da shanin ya sunan shi garin mu Ghana da yadda in corruption yake tasowa ko kuwa corruption ya kosa ya nuna cikin garin so gaskiya ne ba mu wani abin amma mu mu use technology kuma gani ba mu send message across kuma gani ba. Yeah, what I'm trying to, I want us to discuss within some, short time, concerning the corruption in Ghana. Yeah, Ghana has been one of the eye of, when we talk about development and when we talk about the current democracy, but yet we are lagging behind when it comes to corruption. Even though people don't want to talk about the corruption. What is your mind concerning that? Adi, you can do what now? Miki ka wannan.
Mindset money.
Mindset money.
Shi yake kawo wannan.
Ko?
Yeah.
Muna
da abin da ake kiran shi muna da something what we call human crisis or human corruption. Human corruption, that is how to change the mindset of people, how we can fight this corruption. For example, in Ghana, yanzu duk abin da zaka yi duka, anywhere you go, whether it's an office or wherever you go, or even your own sister or brother. If you want to send him somewhere, or you want him to do something for you,
you have to bribe him.
That means you have to give him something.
You have to bribe that person.
That is what we call corruption. You have to bribe him. If you don't do that, he might feel like.
So people are not willing to do something to sacrifice.
Exactly.
So it means there's no, they are sacrificing for,
So to fight this kind of corruption, it not only has to come from the government, but it also has to come from the individuals, every household.
Magana ka gaskiya ina bayan. To amma abin da yake inda kunya ma ke damuna, what the most shameful part of the corruption in Ghana. Let me just give you this how to call it instance. Check this out. In airport, I don't want to mention Habo. An airport where the Ghanaians are known to be hospitable, people. Right? They welcome people. They open their arms. But it's like they welcome people. I don't know. They are citizens. I'm not talking about the foreigners. Immediately you arrive at the airport. You see that the customs. They are not welcoming you as a person. They are welcoming what you will give them or what they will take from you.
That is right. That is another problem of Ghana. But I mean, it's not only going to come from the government, but first we as a citizen has to start fighting.
So the citizen has to start fighting
as an individual.
We shouldn't give out to as a bribe.
Why should you give somebody a bribe simply because of it's your country? You are coming into the country. For you to check out of the gate or whatever you are going through, you have to give somebody who is working there something, in order not the person to bother you or to waste your time or whatever it is. That's something we call bribe. Or maybe
so it's you who is bribing that worker, or the worker is demanding something.
Anything you give person, if the thing doesn't tell you to do the right procedure, if you give that person something, that means we call it bribe or corruption. That is it. There's nothing you can define that kind of behavior apart from just to say it's a corruption. Simple as that.
So is it because that corruption comes out of envy or greedy? Where does it come from?
Yeah, you can also say it. You can also call it envy or greedy, but for me, we encourage it because it's not envy, but it's a laziness.
Laziness.
Yeah, that's what
laziness. Laziness,
Because-
laziness. How can laziness be operated here?
Yes.
How? Laziness.
I'll tell you why. The reason why I'm saying so is because, for example, in Ghana, you know, we have so many people that are depending on their parents, and they are mature enough to take care of themselves, but they still depend on their parents, and because of what they get from the parents,
it makes them relax.
yeah.
Okay. So kuna shi daga shi kenan dai mun zo kan first episode mun zo kan second episode.
Yeah.
How do we laziness can cause corruption? Is it true or false? So we want the you know, those who are going to view this tape, please give us your impression, give us your view, and give us your contribution. Is it laziness which causes bribery and corruption?
Just to even add few this and
before we close.
When you look at our current political situation in Ghana, for example, I'm saying Ghana because I'm a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
So anything I have to do as an African, I have to use Ghana as an example. Nkadu was political situation, the current political situation in Ghana. Every student, or maybe somebody who graduated either from college, because now they call it college, they don't call it in the secondary school anymore, either from college or in the university.
Okay.
They don't have anything to do than only to jump into politics.
Okay, if they don't have anything to do, is there a room for them to improve, to put what they have learned into practicals? Because if there is no room for them to improve, of course they will wind up everywhere, and they wind up, you know,
I use one example because people think that is the easiest part, the easiest way they can make money.
By corruption and bribery.
Exactly. If it is not corruption, what is your role in the government? As a political activist or whatever, you want to participate in politics in Africa, for example, in every party they have a political structure.
Yeah.
From the top, that is the communication team, the executive branch first, that is the presidential candidate, the vice, the national chairman, the general secretary, and then the communication team and what have you. All those people, the structure is there. What is up to? What is the role they are playing is to educate we the individuals what they are coming to do when they come to power. Then it's up to us to choose whom we feel lead.
Okay,
I understand.
Magana ka ya bar zan kaza da mun ce mutane kaman okay mun stop kan laziness amma na kan fira na continue ina zuwa ko dai yana da mu muna da problem as individuals domin ba mu trace we don't trace the how do you call it, the revenue. Yeah. You know that when people give pay tax, it's not like in the Western society that everything is very feasible. Can't understand that. You know where your tax is going, and you know what the government is using your tax money for.
But that is not we the individual.
No,
that's the responsibility. No, by responsibility what is it? We as an individual, trace all those things. It is up to the government to create within their structure to create something that will be responsible for all those things to be accountable. Raise revenue. In raising the revenue, whether we are paying tax or whatever, we internal revenue service and what have you that are responsible for all those things, but it's still not enough. Africa, Ghana, for example, Basu encourage Basu bar institution is be private that will hold the government government responsible for all those things.
Anyway, check this out. Our next episode is coming soon.
These
So
are all
today we are closing up on this topic. Corruption in Ghana is very appalling. It's very absurd. Allah fight for corruption. Chingaringa. Ghana is becoming, a corrupted from the top to the grassroots, or from the grassroots to the top. I think Kowa are involved in corruption. Yeah. And when a country, the moment a country is moved through corruption, believe me, the nation will never what? Yeah? Will never prosper. Yeah? So I hope we have to start to fight corruption, and I think, and we start to, change the mindset of our people. Thank you very much.